What's up, everyone? My name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I am decorating an apartment in San Myshuno, and this is the 910 Medina Studios apartment. It's the smallest one of the Medina Studios apartment, and it's the Needs TLC apartment. So you can kind of see the items. Like there's a couple of mouse holes on the wall, and then a couple of pipes and stuff like that. That those Needs TLC apartments usually have. So yeah, those are there. And while decorating this apartment, I actually made sure to keep those things accessible. So whenever they break down and you have to call the landlord and stuff, they can actually reach those items to just repair them, because it'd be really annoying if you wouldn't be able to reach them. So I just made sure that that was all still functional. But yeah, this apartment, I tried to make it look a little bit more run down, because I was thinking that this could be for a teen mom or a student mom or just a young mom in general. But I did place down a couple of those, what's it called? University books and stuff around. So I was really thinking that this could be for a teen mom that is still going to school, which is also why the Needs TLC apartment makes sense. It's a little bit more run down, and you can also see that the kitchen and stuff is a little bit outdated. And yeah, I just kind of tried to make a mixture of more older, worn down furniture and plumbing and tiles in the kitchen and stuff, and a little bit more modern but still cheaper looking furniture pieces throughout the build, if that makes sense. So usually what I would do if I were to build something for a teen mom, I usually just like to go all out with all pastel colors and stuff and use those more modern base game counters in all the bright and colorful swatches and stuff. I think that is really fun to do for a teen mom. But for this one, I just try to be a little bit more quote-unquote realistic. I mean, it's not very realistic for a teen mom to be able to afford an apartment like this, because it's still pretty spacious. But for Sims standards, it is a small apartment. And yeah, that is why I was also trying to make basically the appliances that the apartment comes with. I tried to make those more worn down and outdated looking, because it is an older apartment and a cheaper apartment. So that is why I didn't really go for the colorful kitchen and stuff like that. The bathroom is a little bit more on the colorful side, but it's still a little bit, I don't know, worn down, not really, but also not too modern, if that makes sense. I hope that you understand what I'm trying to explain here. But basically, I was just trying to make this apartment look not too modern and a little bit more cheap. And like the furniture doesn't really match. I mean, it matches, but you can definitely tell that some pieces are older, some pieces are newer, some pieces are cheaper than others, stuff like that. So that is kind of the look and feel, the overall look and feel that I was trying to go for this apartment. And you can see that I also had to place down the little love seat on an angle, because I didn't want to block the mouse hole on the wall, because that would be annoying. And it also just kind of makes the apartment look a little bit more messy, and I like that for this apartment because it's a teen mom. She's going to school, and she also has to take care of her little toddler, so she is extremely busy and she doesn't really have time to clean up all that much. It's very cluttered and messy in this apartment, but at the same time just very cozy, as you can probably tell, or at least in my opinion, it's cozy. And I was really liking using that penguin TV. I never used that one, but I think it's so cute. It's so adorable. I usually only use it for like kids' bedrooms whenever I'm like building a family home for a rich family with spoiled kids and they have a TV in their bedroom or something. I would use that one, but I was really liking it for this house for the actual TV. And I also made sure to give the mom a study spot in the living room. So here is a little desk with a laptop that she maybe just got from school or needs for school or something. So yeah, actually, this apartment was inspired by the Big Sister Challenge. At first, I wanted to build something for the Big Sister Challenge, so that is also what you could use this for. But for the Big Sister Challenge, you do have money rules. So I think that the challenge gives you the rule that you have to start from scratch on an empty lot with only 6,000 simoleons and go from there. So you couldn't use this apartment for that purpose because this apartment, the furniture is not 6,000 simoleons. Like, it's way more expensive than that. But I have played the Big Sister Challenge before myself. Well, not so much the challenge, but more the storyline, I guess, because I did not use that money rule. I just kind of wanted to create a big sister and a little brother and have them move into just an older, not very luxurious, worn down apartment and go from there. So I did set their money to 0 whenever I moved them in, but I did want to start off in an actual house or in an actual apartment. So if you like playing that way as well, then this apartment would be really fun for that purpose, I think, because it is more run down and just older and not luxurious at all. So I think that would be fun. So yeah, but you can basically see the floor plan or the furniture come together. I was really liking placing this dining chair against the kitchen counters. So it kind of looks like it was built in. So, or at least that's kind of what I was going for. And I think I pulled it off quite nicely. I think it works like that as well. But that does make it so that the chairs can't really clip to the table properly. You can clip them, but when they clip, they kind of just disappear into the wall or into the kitchen counter. So there's only one chair actually usable for that table, and that is the beigey colored chair. You can kind of tell it's the one that is not cricket, basically, or crooked. Did I just say cricket? That is not the same as crooked. Anyway, there is only one chair accessible. But it's okay. I mean, I was thinking that the teen mom just lives with her child, so one usable chair would be enough. I mean, if you're going to have Sims over, then it may be a little bit awkward. Then they're just going to have to sit on the couch and have their dinner or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. But I also just liked placing those chairs that way. I think it makes the apartment look a little bit more lived in. I don't know, it makes sense for the storyline that I had in mind, and it made sense for the overall style of the apartment as well. So yeah, I was just kind of liking that. And yeah, here you can see that I moved on to the hallway of the apartment. I just placed a couple of knickknacks and kind of cluttered it up a little bit. So the floor plan of this apartment, I did give the toddler their own bedroom. I wasn't planning on it. What I was actually thinking was that I would give the toddler the bedroom and then that I would place a Murphy bed in the living room. But I quickly decided to scrap that idea because I didn't want to have to use the Murphy bed. I just wanted to give the mom her own bedroom and the toddler their own bedroom as well. So what I did was the toddler has their bedroom placed where the bathroom usually is for this apartment. So there is a window in there, but it is very, very small and it's way up high. So you can't actually look out the window. So that is actually really sad. But again, that really made sense for the storyline. I mean, in big cities, I'm sure that there is a lot of apartments that actually have bedrooms that don't even have a window maybe, or have a very small window that you can't really look out of. I mean, I think it makes sense. I think those things exist in real life as well. So I was kind of liking that for this apartment as well. So the toddler has a bedroom, but no window. So that's actually kind of sad. I mean, there's a window, there is daylight, a little bit of daylight coming into the bedroom. So it's better than nothing, but you can definitely not look out of the window. But yeah. Once again, for this apartment, I thought it was nice. I thought it was fun and kind of realistic in that sense as well. And here you can see this is the teen mom's apartment. It's very colorful. I used a bright blue color of the bed, of the sheets of the bed. And I placed it against a nice bookcase because I did want there to be a lot of storage space in this apartment and make it look a little bit cluttered and messy. And I thought that that bookcase was really nice for that as well. So you can see that this bedroom is very narrow, but it works out. It's quite spacious still. The bed is only accessible from one side, as you can see. But for the storyline, that's okay. But if you want to have 2 Sims or 2 parents in this apartment, you can only do that if the scoot over trick works for you. Or you're gonna have to place the bed against the opposite wall and place it against the mouse hole, but that makes it so that the little mouse hole is not accessible anymore. So I don't think that would really work out nicely. So yeah, you can have only 1 Sim sleeping in this bed, depending on if the scoot over trick works for you. But I gave the mom a dresser and I turned it into a little makeshift vanity as well. I placed a bar stool right by the dresser, so I was kind of just pretending that she would sit there and do her makeup or do her hair or something like that. I thought that was a cute idea. It's not usable for gameplay at all, but I just really liked the way it looked. For this small bedroom, you kind of have to think of solutions in real life as well when you have a small bedroom like this. If you're not going to have a space for a vanity as well as a dresser, you're kind of just going to have to make it work. And I really like the way that turned out for this bedroom. And then I just placed a little chair for her to sit down and maybe do her homework if she doesn't want to sit at her desk or something. And yeah, I just placed a couple of decorations. I was thinking that maybe she is very much into, like, I don't know, snowboarding or something like that. I just really liked those boards on the wall. I think they look really pretty. I think the colors are nice. But yeah, you can see that this bedroom is very colorful and very young looking, in my opinion, and that's definitely what I was going for. And then this is the toddler's tiny little bedroom that I talked about before. It has a sad little window, as you can see, so that is really not too nice once the kid gets older. I mean, I'm sure they would like to have an actual bedroom with an actual window. But then again, once the kid grows up, maybe the mom already has a job and makes more money, and maybe they have the money to move to a nicer apartment or something like that. I think that's realistic for gameplay as well. So yeah, that's kind of what I was imagining. I did give the toddler a couple of toys. I made sure to give them plenty of things to interact with. No tablet or anything, because that would just be a little bit too nice, a little bit too expensive. But I did give them a Blarfy and a toy box and those blocks as well for them to play with. And I used this little toy from Journey to Batu as a decorative item. I know that a lot of people don't have that pack, but I love those plushies so much. I used the Ewok plushie on top of the dresser in this bedroom as well. So if you don't have Journey to Batu, don't worry, that those are literally the only 2 items that I used from that pack in this apartment. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue for you, because I do realize that a lot of people don't have the pack. But yeah, once again, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I decorated this little changing table that I created with a couple of toys and a couple of plushies as well. And I think it looks really cute and playful. Definitely not too luxurious, but still very cute. And then that is pretty much already going to be it pretty much for this apartment. So you can download this apartment off the gallery as a room, and then you can place it in the 910 Medina Studios as a whole room, and then it should work out fine. So my username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. And I just want to say thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!